September pa lang, I believe nandito ka na. Anong feeling na ikaw ang nauna sa parade of beauties?
Meron talaga akong stage fright usually pag dating sa mga media, ganyan. Kasi this is my first ever pageant.
Of course, the fans would like to get to know more about you because sabi ko nga last year pa lang they're already seeing your photos, your videos on social media. So the fans are curious. What was life like with Zoe prior to stepping into the Miss Universe Philippines spotlight?
I was in the US Navy. So prior to actually going to the Miss Universe Philippines Virginia pageant, I just did my normal 9 to 5 in the US Navy. I had my husband, and it was a very routine and very mundane life actually. But I was really happy kasi I was really content with what I had and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I'm still very honored to be part of Miss Universe Philippines this year.
What was your husband's reaction when he knew that you're signing up for Miss Universe Philippines?
Oh, actually, siya yung una kong sinabihan.
Okay.
Kasi I asked him, I was like, there's this pageant that a friend said that I should join. Should I? Kasi Thanksgiving noon in the US.
Mm-mm.
And nasa katabi ko siya when my friend said, na just join.
Mm-mm.
And he was like, he was the one that said na, you should. It's a unique experience and you shouldn't um,
Say no
say no.
right away,
Yeah.
diba? Oo.
Uh-huh.
So, syempre, ang follow-up question daw, what is it about pageantry that made you say yes? Kasi syempre, kahit naman you were encouraged, kung ayaw mo pa rin, if it did not appeal to you that much, you wouldn't sign up for it. Pero, kumbaga, we want to understand, what is it about pageantry that made you say yes?
Well, actually, kasi for the Miss Universe Philippines Virginia pageant, I was only supposed to be staff.
Ah,
I volunteered
okay.
to be staff for the Miss Universe Philippines Virginia pageant.
Mm-mm.
And then that was when my friend, who's in the military as well, said, na, you should just do it. Just do it lang, just for the experience. But actually, I've always been a pageant fan. I feel like every Filipina who grew up in the Philippines has always had this dream of being a beauty queen, di ba? And my first ever parang awakening to pageantry is Venus Ra.
Wow,
Yes.
iconic.
And from Camarines Sur din. And I'm from
Mm-mm-mm.
Naga City.
Mm-mm.
So, I really wanted to do it, but I didn't have the confidence or self-esteem talaga before. But because of the people around me, my husband, my friend, my family, they really believed in me. So, ayun, I joined the pageant and won for the first time.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I'm here competing in a national pageant in one of the most biggest competitions here in the Philippines talaga.
Mm-mm. And so you're living your dream.
Yes,
Diba?
absolutely.
Congratulations para
Thank you so
dyan. Okay,
much.
so na-notice ko lang, Zoe, and of course the fans would like to know more about the tattoo that you're wearing on your sleeve.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So when did you have this?
I got it 2021. I got my first ever big one in 2021. And it's this here, the dragon, because I'm born in the year of the dragon. That's
Okay.
why.
Wow. And then, since then, did you add more to it or isang buo mo siyang pinalagay?
It's actually a collection of 8 different tattoos.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So I have this one. Na it runs along my arm. I have the gumamela one kasi it's my mom's favorite flower. And I have my dog, my cat, and my favorite anime character, which is
Wow.
Gojo.
So talagang it's something na ano no, hindi mo makakalimutan. It's something na may significance. And
Yes.
that's why you had it on you.
Mm-hmm.
So going to your achievements in life. I'm sure you've done a lot of things, you've accomplished a lot of things. What is that one thing that you can consider to be your proudest moment?
Mm-hmm. Well, joining the military.
Mhm.
Kasi I don't think there's a lot of women who go into the military and it's a really male-dominated field pa, di ba? And when I decided to join, it was in the middle of COVID.
Mm-mm.
So, doble hirap. Kasi when we were in basic training, we had to wear masks, we had to be tested every day, and you're in a dorm full of people na you don't know.
Mm-mm.
And also, fun fact kasi, in basic training, you don't have cell phones.
Mm.
You're completely cut off from the world.
For how long?
For 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow. Talagang detox.
Yes.
Okay.
The only communication you have with your family is snail mail.
Mm-mm.
Talagang sulat or
Mm-mm.
phone call. And yung phone calls namin, once a week lang. And it's only 5 minutes to
Mm-mm.
call somebody from home.
How did you handle that? Kasi syempre, was it very, was your location very far from where your family is?
Yes,
Okay.
kasi our, let's say, so yung basic training is in Chicago, Illinois, and yung family ko is in California.
Mm-mm.
That's about, let's say, a 6 hour direct flight.
Mm-mm.
Direct na yan.
Mm-mm.
It would go to 8 if may layover.
Mm-mm.
So, super layo talaga.
And then sanay kayo na almost every day you communicate to each other. Tapos
Yes.
biglang ikakat ang communication.
Super.
Oh. So anong ginagawa mo sa military?
I actually, nung sa recruiting kasi, I said, ayokong engineering,
Okay.
ayokong magbubuhat,
Ah, ah.
gusto ko sa office lang. So, napunta ko sa admin. Kami yung nagpa-process ng discharge papers ng people, ng mga taga-Navy, for the whole United States Navy. So, around 300,000 members yung hinahandle namin.
Mm-mm. Was it also your dream to be part of the military?
Not really.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Kasi I'm the type of person to just go for things. Hindi ko pinag-iisipan. Kasi naniniwala ako, pag pinag-iisipan mo pa siya, mas lalo kang madedeter to do it, di ba? So, sabi ko, let's try lang. I mean, it's just 4 years of my life, di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, trinay ko lang siya. And it's not for me. That's why tinapos ko lang yung kontrata ko. And then I said, thank you for the memories and the learnings. And just nag-go na ako.
Mm-mm.
And now I'm here.
So it's a totally like different environment from military to beauty pageants,
My
'di ba?
God,
So
yes.
how do you cope with the transition?
Ano eh, I just take it one day at a time.
Mm-mm.
Kasi it's the same with the military. Parang if you're too overwhelmed with things, just focus on the present na lang. Kasi doon, you have nobody else but yourself. Ang layo mo sa pamilya mo, and you're still getting to know the people that you're with. Pero right now here, I'm glad na I have a lot of people na I can lean on when I need it.
Mm-mm.
So yung transition is a little difficult, pero there's a lot of similarities lang kasi with pageantry and the military eh.
Mm-mm.
You need the discipline to
Yes.
actually move forward with everything that you have. And also, you have to learn to listen to everybody.
Mm-mm.
Ganon din sa military.
Mm-mm.
Na you have to listen to the people around you before making a decision.
Mm-mm.
Ganon.
Speaking of people who are um, around you, meron bang isang tao that you consider to be most influential in your journey, may it be in pageantry, in military, in your life?
It would have to be, syempre, the pambansang answer, my mom.
Gusto ko yung pambansang answer. Okay, sige. Why your mom?
Kasi, my mom is a domestic violence survivor. And when I was growing up kasi in Naga City, talagang nasa urban poor kami. So, I didn't grow up in the best conditions, ganon. And then seeing her go through that, parang na-inspire din ako. Kasi she went through so much, pero she never gave up in giving my family, my brother and I a chance.
Shout out kay tita, di ba?
Basta yun, nanonood siya niyan, for sure.
So, you were talking about how you've seen her raise you and of course yung kanyang mga challenges na napagdaanan. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so for most of my life kasi, my biological dad wasn't in it kasi he was abroad in the States. But whenever he would go home, parang nakikita ko yung mga incidents na nangyayari, which is not really good for a child's development.
Yeah.
And I was only, I think earliest memory ko was 6 years old. And ayun, parang I had to grow up at a very young age eh. Kasi I had my younger brother.
Mm-mm.
So, for him to not have the same images that I saw, I had to protect him. 'Di ba? As an ate. Parang
Mm-mm.
feel ko yun din yung burden talaga ng mga ate here in the Philippines, in the
Mm-mm.
whole world, to
Mm-mm.
protect your younger siblings.
Mm-hmm. Is that aligned with any advocacy or projects that you're working on right now?
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely.
Mm.
Kasi I'm an advocate talaga for domestic violence survivors because of my mother.
Mm-mm.
And one thing that I really want to do, like a program, like a project, which slowly but surely ginagawa ko na siya,
Mm-mm.
is a domestic violence shelter here in the Philippines. Kasi I did see some shelters, pero they're not really independently owned by an NGO.
Mm-mm.
So, I know we have yung parang violence against women and children desks and booth and laws. Pero for those kasi, that's assuming that the woman has the resources to continue
Right.
without the
Mm-mm.
spouse,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? Without the partner. So these domestic violence shelters, I want to equip the women with the mental, emotional, and physical support that they need to get their feet back up.
Mm-mm.
Ganon.
Well, I would like to congratulate you, no,
Thank you.
for the advocacy and the work that you're doing right now. Iba talaga kasi kapag may hugot from your
Mm-mm.
own experience and not just something na just because para lang magkaroon, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm. Totoo.
It gives you more fuel to work on it.
Yes.
And I congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so at this point naman, Zoe, syempre, medyo on a lighter note, we would like
Yes.
to thank, of course, our sponsors here on The Crown Philippines, La Luna Cafe, that's LA_Luna Cafe on Facebook and Instagram, at sa Tasa Mobile Cafe, maraming salamat din po sa patuloy na pagsuporta here on The Crown Philippines. We also would like to thank and acknowledge the Miss Universe Philippines organization for allowing us to do the interview with the girls, Sir Voltaire Tayag and Sir Jonas Gaffud. Ayan, maraming salamat po. So, ituloy natin ng lighter note na yan. Dito na tayo
Yes.
sa segment ng What's in the bag. So,
Oh.
mga ka-crown, we've asked the ladies to share siguro a backstory of an item that they have always in their bag. So,
Oh my
sige, ituloy
God.
natin.
Okay.
What is the item?
Oh my God. It's very intensive. This is the rosary from my very beautiful mother.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Padre Pio. Ay,
Yes.
ako din, devotee din ako ni Padre
Oh my
Pio.
God.
Okay.
Amazing. Pero,
Maisingit lang. Go, Zoe.
pero what's in my bag na very sentimental to me is driver's license ko from the
Oh,
US.
mm-mm.
If you see kasi here, parang it's a different person.
Oo nga. When was that taken?
This was taken 2021.
Mm-mm.
And it's a real testament kasi. Like parang a physical testament on how much I've grown, how much I've transformed. And parang makikita mo talaga dito na parang this is not the Zoe of 2025.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that is what I want people to understand na it's not too late to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah. Why do you think transformation is so important nowadays, especially when you look back, 'di ba? And parang looking back at the things that have happened and how you've handled them. Why do you think that's so important?
I think kasi while we're living, the best gift that we can offer people is the gift of knowledge. And as people, as humans, we never stop learning. And that also entails transformation and growth. So you really are not the same person as you were yesterday or last year. And I think that's a really beautiful thing talaga. Kasi it really shows that we are limitless talaga as humans. We are eternal and we can make our mark in the world.
Speaking of making your mark in the world, as a delegate, as a married woman, delegate of Miss Universe Philippines, do you feel like there's added pressure for you to prove yourself in the competition or for you to utilize the platform to encourage more women and hence encourage or empower more women like you?
I don't feel any pressure right now. Hindi kasi for me, there's no pressure. Kasi I'm bearing my most raw, my innermost self to everyone. And there's no pressure in that eh. You can only feel pressure when you're not being authentic. I feel like.
Totoo. Agree. Kasi when you're putting up something na hindi naman ikaw, talagang mas mahirap gumalaw.
True.
'Di ba? So regardless kung single ka or married ka, I agree. What a beautiful answer. Authenticity really makes it very fluid and it's easier for you to really showcase who you are.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So, if you could describe your Miss Universe Philippines journey, sabi ko nga kanina, you are a married woman competing against other Filipinas of different backgrounds also, of different status also, in Miss Universe Philippines. How would you describe your journey?
I would describe it as for now, kasi it can always change. For now, I would describe it as continuing. I am continuing to learn, I'm continuing to know different people, and I'm continuing to know more about the Philippines. Kasi even when I was here in the Philippines, pageantry was just parang a distant dream for me. Pinapanood ko lang sa TV. Pero ngayon, I'm actually in the industry. So I'm learning more about pageantry itself and how the Philippines loves pageantry so much.
Totoo naman yan, 'di ba? Yung support, hindi mo matatawaran ang support ng pageant fans in the Philippines. Okay, so mukhang very comfortable ka and you're very at ease answering questions. But if there's one question na you're hoping not to be asked during the competition, meron ba? Or what would that be?
I think wala naman.
Wala naman.
Yes. Kasi I'm a very open book. Tanungin mo ako kung whatever you want, I'll still answer my best authentic self pa rin.
And that's very important, diba? You really
Yes.
know yourself. Well, based on your story, sa lahat ng mga napagdaanan mo.
Yes.
What I see now is willingness to share more of your experiences, of your story, than showing off of something na you're not.
Exactly.
Yes. And ngayon pa lang, I would like to thank you for inspiring many women, Filipino women, who are watching us right now and, seeing the representation of Naga City. For this
Yes.
year's Puksaan edition, ready na ba ang Naga
2025.
City na makipagpuksaan?
Naman. Naga smiles to the world nga, di ba?
you win Miss Universe Philippines, what is the first thing that you would like to do?
Honestly, I would like to put the crown on my mom's head. Kasi she's my rock eh. That's why I have her favorite flower tattooed. Kasi she's always a part of me and I like to have a part of her on me always. But minsan kasi burara ako. So, kaya tinato ko na lang siya. Para hindi
Ewan
ko
ko
siya
na lang kung
mawawala.
makalimutan mo. Ewan ko na lang talaga, Zoe. But again, thank you, Zoe, for
Thank you so
accepting our
much.
invite. I know you're so busy for your preparations, but at this point, if you can share your social media account, where can we get updates about your journey in Miss Universe Philippines?
Yes, so please do follow me on Instagram at Zoe Gabon, ZoeGabon. And also, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this interview. And I'd like to thank The Crown, my TCI family, my BDQ&A family, Kuya Da, and my mom. Because she's really been there for me and I hope to dedicate this win for her.
What are you most excited about sa mga activities? Kasi first pageant mo to, sabi mo.
Aqua, Boracay, if dun kami.
The
Tas-
swimsuit
a swimsuit.
competition. Oh my gosh. Mukhang laban na laban si Zoe.
Yes,
Pinaghahandaan. Sinong
of
trainer?
course. My trainer is the wonderful Ian Mendahar.
Ah, Mama
Mama
Ian.
Ian.
Grabe. So, well, good luck.
Thank you so
Itong
much.
Puksaan Edition. Talagang nataon ka sa Puksaan Edition.
True.
And for sure, lalaban ka. Pupuksa ka din.
Siyempre,
For this
Navy naman to,
edition.
di ba?
Yes.
Makikipagpuksaan.
So, pero will you be going back to the Navy?
No. Kasi I'm already a veteran. I finished my contract.
Ah, okay.
So, ano na, okay na ako. Like, I did my duty to my country, sa US, so ayun.
Ano ba yun? Anytime that they call for you,
Oh,
you
no.
need to. Hindi
Reserves
naman.
yun.
Okay.
Kasi I was active duty. Like talagang I went on ships,
Okay.
talagang nandun ako, nakita ko yung everything, ganun.
How was it working with, di ba, syempre, male-dominated ang Navy. Paano yun?
Actually, nakaraos ako kasi there's so many Filipinos.
Okay.
Yes. Parang, there's this thing called the Filipino Mafia sa Navy. Kasi sa sobrang daming Filipinos talaga. Like, if makamit ka siguro ng US Navy here in the Philippines, alam nila kung anong lumpia. Because of the Filipinos in the
Lumpia
US.
talaga?
Lumpia. At every function, lumpia talaga.
Oh, marunong ka ba magluto ng lumpia?
Yes. Nag-junior master chef ako dati. Sa
Wow!
Philippines, yung first and last edition.
Wow! Tikman natin ang lumpia ni Zoe. Uy, dito.